Hi, I'm Wendy, and today I'm going to talk about mastering the art of presentations and paying attention to the length and timing of your presentations. So, why is it important? Well, it's important for a number of reasons. So, it maintains your audience's engagement, and you want that. It helps them understand your presentation better. By doing so, you respect the time constraints that might be there. It facilitates retention of what you're saying, which is a big help to your audience, and it demonstrates to your audience that you are confident and you are prepared. So you can see there's a lot of pluses to paying attention to the length and timing of your presentation. Now, I'm going to give you 6 tips to help you do that. So the first one, and it's something that I often talk about, it's about knowing your audience, knowing their needs, their interests, their demographics, their level of knowledge, their mastery of the topic that you're talking about. So consider their familiarity with things, consider their attention span as well, and the context of the presentation. So, of course, if it's a business presentation as opposed to a presentation in a more informal social setting, perhaps timing and the length, duration of your presentation will be a little different. Actively engage your audience to maintain their interest. You'll need to be a little bit careful, though, of managing your audience. And I'll come back with another video to talk about how to manage audience questions. The next thing that is very important is to create a clear structure. So I've talked in the past about planning and preparation and having a very clear, logical, coherent structure. So that is very important. Break things down in key sections, key points, key messages. Okay, the next point I want to make is all about managing your time, but being flexible and adaptable as well. So, respect the time of your audience. They don't have all day to listen to your lovely presentation, as much as I'm sure it is lovely. People do have other things to do, and there may be other people that need to present, people who need to give information, to ask questions, and you want to build in some time for those Q&As from your audience as well. So be concise. Respect the time frame that has been allocated to you by the organisers. The next point I want to make is to identify your key messages. So be very clear about the messages that you want your audience to hear and take away. So that will help you in the timing and delivery and the length of your presentation. Use language effectively as well. So choose your words very carefully and use language that is easy to understand. Don't bombard people with jargon and slang and being obtuse. So avoid any of that unnecessary fluff. Try to be very clear and direct and straightforward in your language, because that will enhance your audience's understanding of your presentation and just make you, look like you know what you're talking about, and that, you're confident, that you're assured, and that you are an authority in your subject area. And lastly, as I always say, practice, practice, practice. So if you're not sure, set a timer, record yourself and set that timer so that you can see how long your presentation is taking, or what particular parts, how long particular sections of the presentation are taking. And then if you need to cut it back a bit, or perhaps you need to expand a little bit more, then you can do that. But you can only do that if you've had that rehearsal and you've had that practice. So please do all of those things. I hope you take on board those tips, which will really help you. It will help you deliver your message much more effectively to your audience. It will help you engage with your audience more effectively. And it shows a certain respect for the time that they have given you. So hopefully all of those tips will help in you making a very successful presentation.